Hi guys, in this video, let's talk about the 2026 June 2nd week Inven hot topics. So first is the user thinking tier list. Normally tier list already uploaded about the streamers tier list like the snow powders, but in this time, one Inven users make homepage that can vote which class is stronger, like the A class, B class is happen after I vote to the A class, then A class tier upgrade, B tier class downgrade like this. And result is happen. For top tier class like Arcana and Breakers, there is the 500 plus gathering data. For low tier class like the Artist Damage Engraving, gather the 150 plus data. So there is no tier gap between like classes by classes, just it is a sequence of the voted. So if you see like that, Arcana Emperor, the most users thinking this is the top tier, the strongest class in Lostark now, and Artist Damage Engraving is the weakest class engraving now. So it meaning that's constantly. So first is Arcana Emperor, Scraper Swiftness, Breaker Specializations, Soul Eater Specializations, Guardian Knight Specializations, Demonic Specializations, Arcana Empress, Legacy Sculptors, Gravity Destroyer, Wild Soul with Barrel Core, Guardian Knight Red Noir with the Header Tech Engraving, Berserker Specializations, Devilhunter Reinforced Weapon, Deathblade RE, Strawbreaker, Wardencer Swiftness, Leafer Swiftness, Scraper Specializations, Deathblow Striker, Windfury Advancer, Soul Eater Swiftness, Radical Lancer, B Altruist, Gunslinger with Life Fruit only, Destroyer Rage Hammer, Slayer Swiftness, Summoner the Specialization, Striker without Deathblow, Berserker Swiftness, Blue GL, World Lancer Specializations, Igniter, Peacemaker, Wild Soul Swiftness, Slayer Specializations, Glaivier Specializations, Valkyrie Damage Engraving, FP Artillerist, Reflux Sorceress, Demonic Swiftness, Swiftness Summoner, Sharpshooter Specializations, Leaper Moon Death Specializations, the Scouter with Swiftness, Paladin Damage Engraving, Surface Swiftness, Blue Glaivier, Surface Specializations, Sharpshooter Swiftness, Burst Blade, Aeromancer Specializations, Handgunner, Damage Bar, Damage Artist. This is the sequence of KR user thinking in after recent balance patch. In here, this is not saying only damage maybe because Blue GL is in the mid. There is the class that is the lower than the Blue GL. So in my thinking, this tier list is voted by the many things about the maybe practitioners or giving ability, etc. many thinking things, not only damage. So this is in here just user thinkings. So maybe it is also different with real data and the real streamer thinking and the top users data. So just see as just one of the KR users normally thinking like that because they don't have the meters. You guys can thinking like that. Next issue is about the party leader's order. In one streamer room, streamer take the leader in that party and make some order about some gimmicks. And one viewer go to that streamer's room with that blue jewel character and said, "No streamers, I have the X skill push immunity tech, so in my thinking, in that gimmicks, my tactic will be better, so let's do my tactic." And streamer said to him, "No, just follow my tactics." And only that blue jewel don't follow the streamer's tactics and do his own tactics, and gimmick fail, retry is happen. And this blue GR upload in the Inven himself, "I'm victim and my tactic is better than streamer's tactic. Why he don't follow my tactic?" like that. So Inven users met to this blue GR, like the Lostark is RPG, but not like the other RPG games. In Lostark, the party leader's power is too low. Even if other tactic is better than what your party leader said, just follow it at least one time is the right choice because it is RPG game. And only Lostark leader doing is just Esther. So some concept of the other RPG and Lostark's the leader is little difference is happen and just reinforce the leaders some power is needed in Lostark culture is set by Inven users. And no streamer issue in Lostark. Inven users saying they need beginners in game, and in here, best method for the beginner in the game is streamers. Also, when they are doing game, the Lostark, they want to see the Lostark streaming, but nowadays there is no streaming with Lostark. And after it is uploaded, Inven users said, because Inven had many experience that killed the many streamers or streamer party. That others saying that Inven is the streamer killer site, which already break at least 3 big streamer parties. Also in Lostark, there is no contents that streamers can do, just Raid and homework is end, because doing his own contents is very difficult in the RPG games, especially in Lostark. That's why streamers are don't coming to the Lostark, and Inven say that, oh, please streamer, please the Lostark place. It is really weird that them since because Inven is the killer of the streamers. Next is the China server Kazeros the first mode. In China server that Kazeros led is released. In here, the China server the first mode have different difficulty in KL server Kazeros the first mode, which have more pattern like the extreme Braziaja attitude in this time in KL servers. There are so many added mechanisms, new patterns, more HP. After seeing that, here you're feeling, oh, China server is better controlled than us. Yes, no. Players who are doing that difficulty in China server and doing streaming is or top users. That's why this difference is happen like that. Maybe this user said that KR users are doing well than other server users, but in here I don't agree with this because only in thinking the top class users, KR normally see the better performance than other countries. But when thinking the average user ability, that maybe in my thinking, KR will have the lowest lowest data in all country because there are so many bad players in KL because KL culture show the most of players, most of people who wanted to some games can do it easily. Because of the culture, maybe the average data will KL will have the lowest points in my thinkings. Also, because of the China server difficulty, one user find Lostark, so Smartgate release pattern with nerf before open that late, like the when he see the Kazeros or Sareka some normal patterns, some motions seem real because both doing some motions but there is no attack is happened. But when after he see the China server Kazeros attack and motions, the KL Kazeros motions which don't have any effect, but in China server when Kazeros do the same motion in there that China server the first mode, it have their own patterns which have the different concepts. Also in Kazeros that gate 2.1, the star upload that which make the many that try in the first mode that go to the black hole and jump and do the press A and come back. In here in China server the first mode, you should see it is star or the triangle, and if it is triangle, you should go upside lightly. If it is a star, you should go upside fastly. So the mechanism is different, and it is divided by motions and blue line. But in here server, it is whatever it is triangle or stars, you should go just up fast. Is the tactics. So maybe this type of differences happen, and because of the difficulty issues, Smartgate delete this type of many motions and many patterns in KL servers, only added in China. And Inven user saying that's right, that our community said Cathedral of Horizon nerf please and nerf Aquila Clash please, and this type of thing get the many recommended in communities. And about the advanced honing nerf issues, after the releasement about advanced honing price nerf in homepage, many users said to the other users who saying why nerf the advanced honings, that don't say like that for game arrive, that advanced honing is needed. But one user found that there is no person in Inven community who say why Smartgate nerf the advanced honing, don't nerf it like this type. So just community do the community for the certain recommended in Invens. And Lostark mark for viewers. So one user makes some options in strategic streaming site, which KR users many using now. Viewers can authenticate themselves about that user viewers Lostark accounts, the level and combat score ETCs. When they do it in streamer's room, their combat score is appeared when they are chat in that streamer's room. But opinion is divided. Streamers who have low viewers maybe don't use these options because what they need is just more viewer, and if combat score is open by chat, then users who don't open it or have low combat score don't see his room. What you're thinking about these options about the in streaming site, you can open your character's combat scores. And about the card room 30, In Cathedral of Horizons, one supporter make looms, Kazero's card set 30 looms, and one users go that loom. And when late start support use the card set with 21st, so the dealer users ask to Inven. If it is the Kazero's commander 30 loom, but supporter don't have it, it is normally core supporter is immune about the 30 looms, and user said, no, it is a 30 loom. Supporter should also do the 30 also in the Kazero's that set options. So please open the supporter nickname because they will block it. And about the Maple Story Showcase, many Lostark Inven users mad about saying with Maple Story Showcase now. After they see they only attack the Maple Story is happening now. In my thinking, I show the Maple Story Showcase, but it is good showcase. They do many patches. But maybe because of Lostark is dying now, falling down, maybe they are mad about it because Maple 3 take many persons from the Lostark. Thank you for watching.